All right, peeps. So we're talking about the 50-50 rule. And I keep hearing these women, these so-called independent women, that modern day theology that they have. But here's the big catch. You ever notice that most of these independent women want a provider male? Now, you independent. Why do you need another man's money? Because these independent women aren't really independent. They jabber that they are independent, but as soon as a possibility come up, they want to become codependent. Now, why is that? Why is that the case? Because most of them are broke. They're struggling. They're tired of paying bills, and so they want some man to come and snatch them up and make them whole again. Here's the problem: a lot of these so-called independent women got a lot of bodies on them, high mileage, lots of issues, damage, uh, broken relationships. Here's my thought on if you think you qualify for a provider meal, you need to have these. Number one, if you think you think you qualify for a provider meal, you need to be a virgin. And I know this is gonna burn some of y'all women to the core, but you need to be a virgin. You can give your virginity up to one person in your whole life, and you choose to give it up to the worst dude you could possibly give it up to, and then expect another dude to come take your sloppy seconds and then provide for you. And in some cases, y'all not only are sloppy seconds, they're coming around with babies from other dudes. In some cases, multiple dudes, and you think you qualify for provider mail. The whole concept of provider mail was back when women didn't work at all. So the man was the provider. He took care of all the bills. The woman was a housekeeper, so she kept the house and the family and everything else taken care of. Society is not like that anymore. Women are working. It is ludicrous for a woman to sit there and say she wants a man to pay all her bills, and he has to pay his bills too. And you not even his wife. And you not even a virgin when he met you. So you're not his wife. You're not married. You're not a virgin when he met him. You don't qualify for a provider meal. There's not enough of them out there to do this, especially with the crazy standards that a lot of you women have today. So I came up with a calculation. You're gonna hate it. If you're not a virgin when you and your husband gets married, the best you could get to expect is the 50-50 rule. 50-50 is the best you can qualify for unless you get a simple some sucker. 50-50, right? You pay half the bills, he pay half the bills. That's only fair because he didn't get the opportunity to be your first. He's your fifth, sixth, 12th, 18th, all the other dudes that you gave it up for free, but you made him have to live a different standard because you realize you've already been ran through. So it's not fair to the man to have to take your sloppy second, then you get princess treatment. You don't get princess treatment. Once you lose that vajayjay, whatever knucklehead, Ruku, Ray Pookie you give your vajayjay to, and he pops a seal, that's the best you can expect. That Ray Pookie and that little ratchet ass dude that you gave your vajayjay up to. Now, there's a condition to this what you call it, this calculation. I call it the Ron calculator. If for every child you have, 10% is hacked onto that. So let me explain. You meet a guy, you're not a virgin. Who knows how many bodies you have on? So he's coming in getting sloppies, right? At best. So he got your sloppies. He's then gonna hook up with you and you got a baby by some other random ass dude. So instead of 50-50, you now pay 60-40. He's paying 40. That's only fair. Because you women always, you talk about you want equal rights and everything. It's fair. He should not have to pay for you and your bastard ass child. Or even if the case, worst case, which is not often, even if you were married, he's still responsible. You can say all day long, the daddy do this and or whatever. When he's cooking or he's making food or you're making food, you're buying food that he bought. Or if he goes out and y'all go to eat, he's paying. His daddy ain't paying for his daddy or whatever is not paying for that kid at that moment. It's coming out of his pockets. So y'all need to stop that delusional stuff. Oh, the daddy paid for it. Most of the men y'all got knocked up with ain't worth shit in the first place. So he ain't paying for nothing. This poor sap that hooked up with your dumb ass is the one that's gonna be paying all the bills. So If you have one child, that's 60-40. You pay 60% of the bill, he pays 40. That's only fair. You guys want equal rights, it's fair. You come out with 2 kids, all right? That's 50% you, 10% for both child, which means you pay 70-30. You pay 70-30 of the bills. You pay 70% of the bill. You pay 30. Then you go, oh, I want to provide a meal. You lost your opportunity to get a provider meal when you threw your vajayjay out in the air and you let any old fish jump in it. And I know you ain't gonna like it, but life is like, you can't keep having these double standards where men have to accept new standards, and that you can go out and you get ran through and you don't have to have any consequences to your actions. Most y'all lose your virginity from dudes you just, oh, he's so cute, let him pop my weasel. And then you want later on down the road, you're like, oh, I'm so tired of being ran through. I got 150 bodies on me. Now I'm looking for a good man to be a provider. Your vajayjay is already busted. Some of y'all in y'all 20s and y'all already need a retread. So that's my 50-50 rule. If you don't like it, who cares? But it's only fair. You guys fought for equality. Now we're going to give you equality. You come up to a man, you tell me you want to marry, you want him to be a provider man. If that vajayjay's already been popped, and dude, you need to go take her to the doctor and make sure it hasn't. If that vajayjay's been popped, 50-50 at best. You give her anything more than 50-50, you a damn fucking fool. Because the one thing she could have gave you, she gave to the worst person that she was ever with. So she wants you to take her sloppies. Would you ever take a sandwich somebody else already bit into? Would you ever buy a brand new car with 30,000 miles on it? Of course you wouldn't. That'd be ludicrous. But you would take a chick with the same qualifications, 30,000 miles, 50,000 miles, 150,000 miles, 500,000 miles on her, and then she wants you to treat her like she got 0 miles on her. See how crazy that sounds? And these women are asking for the same. Broke is all get out. Broke. So leave these chicks. If a woman talking about she don't want to go 50-50, she don't want a coffee date, leave her ratchet ass where you found her, because some other fool will pick her up. She already telling you off the rip, you not important to her. You are a paycheck. And if you don't understand and you ain't figured that shit out yet, keep letting them play you. That sprinkle chick who's getting women divorced and all this other crazy shit she's doing going, go ahead and spend all your money on these chicken heads. Because a woman that's going to be on your program and be with you ain't going to have a problem doing 50-50. Not a problem. If a black man hook up with any other race other than black, he don't have that problem. But as soon as he hook up with a black chick, all of a sudden she's a princess, she's a queen. Only damn group of people in the world call themselves queens with no goddamn king. How you gonna be a queen with no king, no castle, no nothing? Just a bunch of fucking miles on your vajayjay. But anyway, folks, that's me going off on a rant. That is my 50-50 rule. You can like it. You made a question. I know the women are gonna hate it, because most of them aren't virgins anyway. There's more men virgins out there than there are females, because they're getting popped quick. But post it, whatever thing you want to in the comments. If you like it, you don't like it, you think I'm crazy as hell, go ahead and post it in any damn way, because I ain't going to stop what I'm talking about. I'll talk to you guys later. Let's get up out of here.